Hello folks, my name is Mark, this is UC Toy Reviews. How you guys doing? Today we're taking a look at Stratos from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. So Stratos was of course one of the original run of 8 figures that came out way back in the day, and as such he doesn't really have much in the way of, gimmicks or action features, stuff like that. But he's supposed to be this sort of Birdman kind of guy that could fly around and all that stuff. So let's take a look at him. So you can kind of see that the sculpt is actually very close to the original Stratos, Kind of cool. Like he's got, I think it actually looks a little bit better, in my opinion. The face is a little more defined. The beard, actually, you can see the hairs in it, stuff like that. Pretty cool, but... And plus also he has this sort of rocket pack kind of thing. And let's take a look at the artwork on the back there. There's Stratos flying around. You can kind of see leader of the heroic bird people of Avion. Stratos watches over Eternia from high in the sky. Very cool. You can kind of see the people in the background. This is Stratos in his mini comic colors way back here. And I know that we're actually going to get one of those figures too in the line, so that'll be kind of cool. Here, of course, is Stratos' features. He's got these clip-on wings and stuff like that. And then other guys in the line. Hordak, we already did a review of him. Ninjor, we did that one last week. Triclops, still don't have a Triclops. I'll have to reach out and see if I can find one online. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the package. Alright. And opens up there. Okay, let's see. Comes with the same mini comic as Ninjor and Hordak, so there you go, sneak attack. We kind of already looked through this in the other videos, but same story. Ninjor shows up, Triclops is there, and there's a big fight, blah blah blah, Hordak, you traitor, etc., stuff like that. So, pretty cool stuff. Let's get him out of this real quick. Okay, so... Mattel always puts 50 billion little rubber bands all over everything because, he's got to look good in the package and whatnot. Alright, well, that one actually came out a little bit easier than usual. Pretty cool. There goes Stratos. Okay, and then what is this? These are his wings. Alright. And let's see if we can get these out of here in a decent amount of time. There we go. Go ahead and open that guy up. Clip-on wings. Alright, and what it was, if I remember right, is you just sort of clip these onto his wrists like that, and they're kind of like bird wings that, help him fly or whatever. Pretty cool. Let's see. And of course these have the usual Origins articulation, so head moves around. Then you have your waist, you have shoulder, and then also your elbows and wrists. Then at the hip and knees, right? And then also leg and your feet. So very cool. You can get some cool kind of dynamic poses going out of these. Very nice. Let's zoom that down a little bit. Zoom it out a little bit. Very cool. Kind of digging that, right? Alright, not bad at all, I noticed there's some other details on them. So, what it was is back in the day, Stratos was a body swap with Beastman, actually. So you can see if you compared him to Beastman, he had Beastman's arms and legs and stuff, so that's why he kind of looks a little hairy. He's got like hair on his arms and stuff and on his chest or whatever. But, you could just sort of squint and they look like feathers. And that's cool, so he actually has this sort of rocket pack. Pretty awesome. Was kind of hoping maybe he'd come with the Staff of Avalon or something, but I guess not. I did notice a couple of little details here. You notice his hand sculpt is a little different. He has these sort of gloves on. That is not there in the original figure that I remember. Does he have it on this hand? No. Okay, so that's only on one hand. This is a little closer to the original, but... This hand, yeah, he didn't have these little spikes or whatever on there, so that's kind of unique. Rest of this seems to be pretty spot on. It just seems to be a much cleaner sculpt as usual, Like you can see the little beads on his mask and stuff, you can see his hairs, all that stuff. So yeah, Stratos is kind of, for those of you out there who don't know, is based on the bird people from Flash Gordon. So, if you're not familiar with Flash Gordon, just go watch the Flash Gordon movie that came out in like 1980 or whatever. And there's this entire bird kingdom of Avalon or whatnot. That's basically what Stratos is, like in a nutshell. It's like they took it straight from Flash Gordon. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I do not have a vintage Stratos figure to compare this to. Let's pan that up a little bit. But, you can kind of see that he fits right in with the earlier incarnation of Masters of the Universe, when it was very much more barbarian-oriented, and inspired by some of the pulp fiction of the past, things like Conan the Barbarian, Flash Gordon, that kind of thing. That was very much an early influence on the first run of Masters of the Universe. And so Stratos is kind of a throwback to that. He's got no shiny gimmicks. He doesn't have bud saws coming out of his chest. He doesn't have flying fists or doesn't squirt water or anything like that. But he's just a cool sort of homage to like the 1930s, pulp action sci-fi of back in the day. So anyway, folks, that's all I got. Adios.